And here's the new bike. This is a 1989 Yamaha yz125. As I'm sure you saw in the preview, it's, a little bit rough, but that's nothing to worry about. We'll be able to sort this bike out perfectly. So I bought it on impulse for not a whole lot of money, and that's why it's currently on a car jack instead of a proper stand for these bikes, because it was literally one day I saw it and I said, yeah, I'll have that. Now I bought the bike in its current state with no top end. It's got no cylinder and no piston, but everything else is seemingly there. It's got the full pipe, and everything else is there. Whether it be in usable condition or not is another thing, but we'll tear into it and see what. Okay, so I have it stripped down. Pretty much all of the plastics are off. I have the chain off, I have the radiators off, and so what we're left with is more or less just the frame, the running gear, and well, what's left of my motor. So this will be getting taken apart fully and checked. New seals, new bearings. You know, it's worth doing it right. It's a high horsepower motor for the size of it, especially, and I don't really want to, have it blow up on me for the sake of a €5 seal or a bearing or something. So yeah, I'm just going to continue taking it apart, and another update will be here. We have the motor and the carb out beside my other ZX-R engine, but yeah, it's filthy. It's, it is what it is. But on the bright side, the crank turns over very smoothly. Yeah, my battery died. As I was saying, the crank turns over very nicely. There's no notching, no catching or anything. If you see some liquid running across the crank, that's all WD-40, it's not water. So it's got a Pro X crank in it. If anyone has any experience with them, drop it down in the comments and let me know. I've not had any experience with dirt bikes, and yeah, so it would be handy to have someone's opinion on it. But I'll be splitting this, checking over everything, the gearbox, making sure the crank is okay, all the bearings and seals and the clutch. I know that these engines suffer from something to do with the clutch elongating in the cover because it's made of magnesium, so I'll make sure that's okay. The carb definitely needs a rebuild, but it's free, so that's good. It's a good place to start. And the top of the conrod is rusty in here where your needle bearing would go, but I might get lucky. I'll look into, maybe I can sand it down. I don't particularly want to have to put a new crank in this, and yeah, so this is it. See, the carb is good and free. But yeah, that's it as it sits. It's a 3JD VIN, so it's blank after the 3J. It is blank after the 3JD. I think you can see that there. So I guess it's the one for this bike. It's not been changed. Obviously it has been rebuilt with the Pro X crank, but yeah, I'll tear into it and hopefully you'll have some help with it.